Alright, back out here messing with the Camaro. I'm gonna take the fuel sending unit out and take the fuel pump out. See if we can't see anything in there that could cause our issue. Now, it does have the trap door. I didn't even have it on there. I got a little door that I put on there, but I left it off because I had to drain the tank one day. Yeah, I just got in there and did it that way. But you'll notice on these convertibles, it don't go as back as far as the hatch does. See, like the hatch opens way up here. The convertible, it just opens from here. Also, another thing, there's a big brace across the back of there. See it? The coupes and the T-top cars don't have that brace. And you can only cut back so far, and them lines are under that big brace, and it makes it really difficult to unhook those lines. But let's see if we can get in there and get it out. I'm in the car now and see it's a big old brace. And then I probably went back a little bit further with that, but I wanted to leave a ledge to put the trap door on. And there's the lines. Now, you're supposed to be able to squeeze these on the end. Oh, this one might work. It sure did. Usually never works that easy. Usually you squeeze those together, and these little clips got to pop out of the side piece here. See, they clip in right there. But usually you push these in, and these don't pop out of that, and it won't come off. You got to get a screwdriver and push in on that side and that side at the same time. But that one popped off pretty easy. That's the return line. Now we got to do that one way back there. That's the fun one. That's the feed line. Oh, that one might work for me too. If I can get to the other side. Might have to reach in there or something. But they might cooperate. Also, it's easier, be real careful when you put this stuff back on. It's easier to take these off and put them inside the line and then push it together. It's just easier. But let me see if I can't get my finger in there and push on the other side and get that one off. So I wasn't able to reach it. So I'm going to take the nuts off this. I'm going to raise it up and pull it back some. Maybe I can get to it then. But a long time ago when I first did a fuel pump in these cars, I tried to unplug that. Actually wound up breaking it because, you know why? That does not unplug. So don't try and unplug that. That wire does unplug down by a relay in front of the gas tank, in front of the rear end. So if you want to take it out, you got to get underneath the car and unplug it and then snake it up. Now also, these other two lines that are on here, this one comes back from the engine bay. It's that emissions crap, the EVAP. And it usually just has a clamp line on it. And this one right here, it goes over to a charcoal canister in the fender, inside the fender. Yeah, that's where those go, if y'all wondered. Alright, so once you get all the bolts out, it lifts right up, and you got to do some twisting and maneuvering to get it all out. Plus, that filter is dirty. It ain't dirty enough to hurt flow, but it's dirty. Alright, so another place these things like to leak is right here. Where you clamp this onto this, it just likes to leak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow through the feed line. Now this doesn't work unless your fuel pump has a check valve in it. This one's got a check valve in it. If yours don't have a check valve in it, then you'll. then, you'll have to plug that hole to test, make sure that's not leaking. But is leaking. See it dripping. It's not leaking much. Did I have the camera on it? Glare. Not sure that much of a leak would make a big difference, but it could. So I don't even know why I said that. Any leak here is going to be too much, because you got to think, man, that's a lot of pressure. And if the pressure builds up, I mean, where's it going to go? It's going to go out the easiest place it can go, and it's going to go out there. That's the second time that's done that to me. I mean, I did it a long time ago, and I got back in here and I repositioned it and tightened it up. I haven't had an issue since. But now it's started again.
So the guy at Bad Luck Garage YouTube channel, he's been helping me out on some of this. But if y'all haven't checked out his channel, check it out. Bad Luck Garage on YouTube. But he said use these type of clamps. They work better for stuff like this.
But for now, I'm just going to put a rubber hose on it. And I clean this filter out with carburetor cleaner. Let's put it back together and see what it does. It takes a long time for E85 to hurt a rubber hose. I know, because I've soaked one in E85, and actually I soaked it in E85 for months, and it actually didn't even do nothing to the rubber hose. So, but that's not going to stay that way. The other hose is going to go back on it. And like I said, it's easier to take those off and put them back inside these and then pop them on there, because they pull back and they don't want to go in the grooves when you do it like this. And I just carefully use some small screwdrivers and stick it in there. You're trying to pop that piece right there up to go past this lip right there. See? You gotta pop it up from the back side on both sides. All back together. Now I'm gonna see if the fuel pressure changed any. Fuel pressure didn't go up any, but let's drive it and see if that made a difference. If that don't fix it, I'm ordering a pump. Well, that time it was fat across the board, so that's a good sign. And the duty cycle, even though it only went up to about 5 pounds of boost, the duty cycle stayed under 90. So I'm taking a little bit of fuel out of it, and I think we'll just go to the track and see what it does.
So for you guys that don't know from the past videos, this thing had nitrous on it before. The best time was 11.2, but my front shocks were wore out, and it raised the front end up, it'd spin, and then grab traction, spin all the way down the track. It looked like I was in a one of them cars with hydraulics on it.
All right, we're Kentucky Dragway. Let's see what this thing can do. I'm pretty sure if the suspension wasn't bouncing all over the place, it would have ran a 10.9 to 11. Well, it ran 11.2 with it. It'd jump up and then it'd spin and it up and spin. I bet it would have ran a 10.9 on a 150 shot. It ran 11.2 was the best pass of it though. But I mean, it's possible we can get in the 10s with just it's going up to like 4.8 pounds of boost is where it's going up to. But we'll see. We're at the track. you go, guys. A 1064 at 124.58. First pass in the turbo GT45 5.3 with a VTR stage 2 camshaft and a LS1 intake. But unfortunately, it's still doing that crap. It's the injector duty cycle's maxing out. I don't know. Well, it went into the 90s, but it was lean. It needs more fuel added to it. I'm gonna wait till let it cool down and add some more fuel to it and try again. But I'm gonna go watch for a little while. I'm happy about that. I was guessing it didn't go over. It went like 4.8 was the highest it went in boost, and yeah, that was it. And ran a 10.6. That's something else, I'll tell you what. So I only made the one pass. Sucks because it's high prep night and it's $50 to get in, but it's still doing it. As long as you stay under 5 pounds of boost, you can keep the AFR in check. But I lowered the tables a little because it was too fat, and it went really lean down through there. I think I was at like 12.5, 13, but motor's not hurt. It does fine. We're just gonna have to get another pump. That 450 I bought, it's 5 years ago I bought that. It's just went out. But you guys like and subscribe and have a great day.